Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kristen. Welcome to the 0Calvin channel. Please, have a seat and make yourselves comfortable. The show will begin in just a moment. If you are good and watch to the end, there might even be tea and biscuits.
Hey, good morning everybody, or whatever your local equivalent is. Welcome to the 0Calvin Sleepy Sunday Satisfactory stream, where an old man plays video games that everybody else has played and forgotten about already. So let's actually get this started here. And let me switch over so I can actually see the chat. Just reading your chat there, Leo. Oh God. I'm sorry to bring back bad memories for you. Or they're probably mixed memories, right? That is funny though. Alright. Let's load our game up. Totally gonna work stream. Day 5. Load the game. Oh man. As per usual on Sundays, for some reason I'm running on 4 hours of sleep today, so it's going to be another totally sleepy Sunday stream. But I'll see if I can muddle through. How is everybody doing today anyway? It's a bright, cheery, sunny Sunday morning here at New Jersey. So, for those of you just tuning in, last stream we spent the whole stream setting up a power station in God's country. So, we're here, and our power station, if I can get it, is way out over here in coal bitches. So we had to set up a power station here, build everything, and run electrical lines all the way back. And we don't even have the big high tension lines yet, so we had to run the little poles all the way back over rough terrain. So that was an interesting time. But we managed it. So this is our incoming power now, which means up here our little organic burning stuff doesn't really have to function anymore. What I would like to do with it is switch it over so that any organic matter we feed to it will just make some of our little logs so that we can run our chainsaw, because we are completely out. And we don't really want to start up the generators anymore. So I'll probably just delete like some of the, I don't know what I'll do here. What am I doing? I guess I can turn that guy off, which would just leave this one turned on. I kind of forget how things are run. So I have that split into two, right? Yeah, gotcha. And then those are split. All right, so I'm just gonna delete these guys for now. And that one's turned off. So this one will convert to biomass. This will convert. This will do something with something. Yeah, convert my biomass into solid fuel. Stack it into here. Good enough. That is kind of the motto of this playthrough, is good enough. I know some of you like to optimize everything and like a peak efficiency, but that is not the way of the Sleepy Sunday stream. Alrighty, let's see. Do I have any logs to drop off? That sounds like a euphemism to going to the bathroom, doesn't it? Let's do that. And the leaves go up here. There we go. Make some of those loggy things. In the meantime, let's rock on over to the MAM, which stands for, I don't know, Molecular Analysis Machine. And we're going to feed it some of the stuff we've gathered on our journey, do a little research, which will unlock more options for us down the road. In the meantime, let's catch up on Leo. Let's see. On the way back, we had planned to stop in at Cape Canaveral Spaceport, but I wanted to just head on home. Oh, that's so cool. You got to watch one of the rockets launch. That is neat. Yeah, I'm glad your friend talked you into it as well. Nice, and you had a final countdown. And it didn't blow up like SpaceX rockets, which is always nice. All right, so hard drives. We do have a hard drive, but we're not going to run that just yet. Alrighty, so
the remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog.
oh.
It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Speaking of alien protein, I actually had a Vegemite sandwich this morning for breakfast. I found the Vegemite lodged in the back of my cupboard. It's been there for a couple of years, but luckily no organism on Earth will actually eat Vegemite except a human. So it still was good. Spread it on some homemade toast with a little butter. It's actually quite good. Gotcha, Leo.
The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Yeah, that was a lucky coincidence that there actually happened to be launching. I remember the Challenger explosion. Close.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Yeah, Vegemite is like all the dregs that are left over after making beer. They scrape it up, dump in a bunch of salt, like a lot of salt, and call it a day. And you spread that over toast and eat it. At least that's my take on it. It's basically, they call it yeast extract. It's basically dead yeast from, I think, brewing. All right, so we got to make 5 little alien steaks. So let's make some. Mmm. Tasty, tasty alien protein. Yep. Yeah, between the tea I drank and the Vegemite sandwich, I'm raring to go, actually. I don't feel too bad this morning. Not bad for 4 hours of sleep. All right, should be able to do this one now.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules.
Yay.
In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fix-It coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Yeah, you're the only game in town. All right, so protein inhaler. I don't really care about that, and I don't really care about the rebar gun, so, because our animals are friendly little animals. More inventory slots are always welcome, though. So 1,000, I've got enough protein, but I need 1,000 what's-its of cable. So let's grab some cable. I hopefully think we're still making it over here. Inventory slots are crucial in any game, right? Let's see here. Oh yeah, we're flush with cable. Actually, I'm going to shut this down and let it just make wire for a while. Yeah, let's let the wire build up a bit. How are we doing on these guys? How come you're not being manufactured? I might have things off. You're off. Let's turn you on. You should be making our smart what's-its now. See if anything else is turned off. You're on. You're on. Okay. Yeah, let's make some smart what's-its because we have another 900 we need to make anyway. All right, start collecting those. It's great. We have power for it. Oops, over here. All right, let's get our inventory.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this.
Well
We are all
done.
doing our part for Fix-It.
Good job. Scannable object enemies. So we're not going to be able to get this for a while. It requires, electronics and stuff, and we're nowhere near that age yet. That's going to require petroleums and plastics and things like that. But it's not a big deal because we really don't care about enemies, and we really don't care about. On the other hand, equipment slot would be nice though. But we need steel girders for that, and we don't have steel quite yet, so we can't do that. So this tree is done for now. We have not found strange alien matter yet, or have we? No, we haven't. We found the spooky little orbs that talk to us, but we haven't actually found resource nodes that give us strange alien matter. Vegemite, yeah, I know it's blasphemy for you, Guru. You probably are a Marmite man, coming from the UK or living in the UK, but for me, I actually prefer Vegemite, as strange as that sounds. Good morning also, by the way. Okay, so can't do this. We do have one of these dudes, though.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
Similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Nice. I want to track this stuff still. So I have to find this in order to find this. Scannable resource SAM, cost 10 SAMs. That's kind of annoying. Wonder if we'll unlock that somewhere else.
The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Doing good, Jay, despite being up till 4 in the morning and then waking up at 6 and then again at 8. Actually not bad. I think the Vegemite's powering me up right now. Yeah, I hear you with both of them are preferred tastes. Yeah, they're weird. It's sort of like, it's just like beer. Like most people, the first time they try it, they're like, oh, this is gross. And then for some reason you come back to it again and have more. And eventually you actually like it. It's very odd. All right, got not quite enough mycelia to do that tree. Ignore that. It's a race against time. Will the information be transferred before the drive dies? Alright, don't have that. I ate those, and I ate all those. I guess we gotta collect some edibles here eventually. Power slugs. Oh, man. Oh, scannable objects. Yeah. Alright. Ooh, overclocking production. Totally want overclocking production. So I just need a few more tin sheets here. A few more steel sheets, which I think I can steal. Ha ha ha. Something around here. Oh, I need one more. There we go. I think that'll get it.
Overclocking development completed. Power shards can
Yay.
now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed.
Sweet.
Underclocking is also possible. Note: power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Nice. So now we can stick these, where are they? These guys. These things, they used to be power slugs. We turned them into power shards. We can actually stick them into our equipment to make it run faster now, or enable it to run faster. Oh, black powder. Let's blow stuff up. Oops. Oh, let's see. I need sulfur and coal. I dumped that, didn't I, way back when? Oh well. I'll have to collect some. And this stuff we haven't even found yet, so that's fine. So now we'll get our hard drive analyzing. That's going to take a while, so now we can bounce on to other things. So, what other things can we do? Let's see. I guess we can find our next tasks. Short-term goals here. So we achieved coal. Vehicular transport. That'll be awesome. We'll get our automated tractors. Well, they're tractors and we can automate them if we want. More inventory, a truck station, that's nice. Let's select this milestone. Looks like we're gonna have to build a new thing in order to do that. I think we can hand build those though for now. We actually have them that we collected from the crash site. That's pretty awesome. Okay. So the cable we can collect. This stuff we're going to have to collect from our manufacturing equipment over here. Which actually means we've got to shut down Smart Wetsuit production yet again. Actually, I could take those, so that's good. So I just need to shut that down. Let's actually keep this one running. So this one's shut down. That'll let us build up some plates, some iron plates. Gotcha. Okay. We need 108 cables. I don't know if you guys hear the 3D printer in the background sometimes. I got that rocking along. Let's see if I can show you that. No. Yeah, see, I'm 3D printing stuff. It's about, I have a big printer of about, I don't know, 2 meters away from me. So it's quiet most of the time, except when it's doing tool changes. Alrighty, cable. Oh, sorry, let me, hang on here. I need to get my chat back up. There we go. What's it printing? It's printing money. No, it's printing right angle back shells for a specific military connector. and so I'm selling them for $30 a piece. So that's $120 worth of parts you see just sitting there being printed, which is pretty nice. I have 25 of them to deliver, so it's pretty sweet. I basically just turn the machine on and feed it plastic, and it spits out money. Although these parts work they're kind of difficult to manufacture because it requires 2 different materials that have to be blended, and the main material is a soft rubber, which is a little difficult to deal with a lot of times, and the other one is a dissolvable support material, which is also difficult to print sometimes because it likes to clog. So it took me a while to kind of develop the right formula to get that printing cleanly. But yeah, I'm actually selling them to my old company that I used to work for, and they're in turn selling it to the company that bought my old company, or is the company that is related to, I don't know. It's weird. It's a whole incestuous relationship, but it's kind of odd. Yeah, true, Leah. It's actually pretty quiet, and it's in K. I have an enclosure built around it, so and it's printing slowly, so you're not really going to hear much of it. But you're right, the mechanical sounds would blend right in. What was I doing? Oh yeah, feeding this thing, I think. That's that. That's that. All we need are 400 sheets, which are going to take a while to build up, so we'll let them build up. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, actually, I mean, even when I worked directly for my previous company, they still bought this part from me because it wasn't manufacturable by them. Because we had our own internal 3D printer, but it was just a simplistic one with one extruder. But the one I have here actually has 5 extruders and a tool changer, and it can pick between 5 different materials it can print with at once. So yeah, and I actually designed the part and everything myself in CAD, so I'm kind of sole sourced on it now, which is nice, which is why I can get away with charging $30 a piece for them. But it's kind of funny. So I used to sell them to my company. We'll call it Company A. Company B, we then make them into a part, and Company B would buy them. Okay. A couple people from Company B split off at some point and made Company C. And they still work tangentially with Company B. So a few months ago, my company, Company A, went out of business, and Company C, those guys that split off from Company B, bought Company A, my old company. So now they own Company A. So now I'm selling to Company A/C, which is then supplying them to Company B, which is the company that they used to work for. So I'm selling it to a company that I used to work for, and they're putting it in a product, building it, and selling that product to a company that they used to work for. So it's funny. It's funny how that all works. It's not going to take too long for that to happen. So to show you what the power sluggy things do, see, now we have this clock speed thing, and I can actually slow this down, but I can only go up to 100. But now I can feed this thing one of these, and I can actually boost it up to 150. And if I feed in another one, that unlocks me being able to boost it up to 200%. And if I jam in and yet another one, I can go up to 250%. But at the same rate, our power consumption goes up. I mean, these don't draw a lot. So we're drawing 13 megawatts right now. And normally at 100%, we'd be at 4. So, you know, it is quite a bit. So we can double it to say 200. And it's going to more than double our power consumption. But it's good in that you don't have to build a whole another line or something. You can just, especially if you need something right away, you can just juice up your equipment. So I may just do that, let these things fly off the line for now. Yeah, I got a 3D print because I can't play a bugle. Getting there. This will be fun. We could drive tractors around. Although, this terrain, it's going to be difficult, but hey, what the hell? That's what platforms and ramps are made for, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm Company D. Yeah, that'll be a while. We're actually not feeding it iron fast enough for this to actually even be a thing. Leave it at 200, that'll be alright. Alright, what other fun things do we have to do today in the old Satisfactory? Let's see. Oh, got a flashlight. Interesting. I actually have faster conveyor belts, which is nice. Let's see. Let's check out what other goodies we'll get in the future here. We're going to get steel next after this. We'll learn how to make our versatile whatsits, which is what we need up here. Another component of what we need to send up into our space elevator. So we'll actually get to make steel. That steel's going to be challenging for us. Wow. Yeah, steel's going to be interesting. To make steel, sort of like what you need in the real world. You need a source of carbon to mix in with your iron, right? Which in this case, in the game, is coal. Yeah, so we'll need to mix our iron production in with, iron basically, and coal in our foundry to make the steel ingots, which means we'll have to bring coal over here, or produce iron over by our coal facilities and transport it over here, or just produce, something like that. So we'll either have to set up steel making over there or transport coal over this way. So I guess it depends on let's see where, scout around a little. So we'd be coming from this direction. No, coming from this direction. We'd have to drive our tractor, is what I'm saying, from one place to another. So we'd have to set up a little tractor run that goes and follows our light poles here, our electric line. So yeah, we'll have to figure out where we want to set our factory up to make steel. Do we want to build by our base, or do we want to build out this way and transport the steel? I mean, we could build, probably be, I would probably just transport, processing the iron and transporting it would be more efficient, I think, as far as transportation density of useful material is concerned. I think I'm going to clone my C drive to another drive after I clean that one out. Yeah, not a bad choice. Yeah, I think this is quite doable. This is doable. We can drive a tractor out this way, more or less. If it doesn't run out of fuel by the time it makes it out this way. Yeah, it should be doable. Well, don't spit on me. Yeah, I'm just kind of moseying around here, getting a lay of the land. Uh-oh, poison gas. Come on, I'll punch you. Come on, come down. It would be quite a drive for our little tractor, but we have no choice. Yoop. Hey guys. Yep, it should be fun. Hey, a power sluggy. Which I cannot. Oh well. Fun, fun. Wonder how well the tractor does with water. Probably not great. Excuse me, coming through. Is that atmosphere or toxic gas? Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'd have to come around, basically follow the power line, which makes sense. Fun. This place is crazy. Yeah, so I may have to make bridges or something. Not that that's a big deal. And we cut through there, huh? Nah, tractor ain't going through there, pal. Unless I build a platform across all of it, which I guess I could. Oh, I forgot to bring pellets. Damn. This will be interesting. I either have to find alternate routes or just build over the water. And that goes up and over to our stuff. So. See where our iron was. I believe that was kind of around here-ish. Yeah, the iron isn't that far. So we got some iron here. And our coal is up there. So we could kind of build steel manufacturing around this area, perhaps. Because we obviously have power. And we'll have coal, and we have iron, so we can build the steel here and then truck it back towards our base when it's produced in the form of the steel ingots, I guess, and then further manufacture it to whatever we need at the base. I think that kind of makes the most sense. Yeah. But we haven't unlocked steel yet, quite yet, but at least we have a plan now, I think. Yep, it's a whole planet to ourselves. Except, you know, the animals that live here, but they don't count, do they? Of course not. And the alien that lives here, but they don't count either. I don't even know where I'm going. Let's head back. Follow our light poles. So the interesting thing about the tractors, you basically set up a truck depot on either side, right? And you set one to load and one to unload, and then you can, you know, pump in stuff into the truck depot on one side and have conveyor belts coming out the other side. So, and the truck will just continue to go do a loop. But you actually have to teach it the course. So we'll have to kind of like walk the path a couple times, get it stuck in our head, and then drive it and try to drive it as cleanly as we can, because it's recording where we're going the whole time. So if we like get lost and turn around and go somewhere else, it's going to record that. So we'll have to have a pretty good plan of action before we actually record our path. Yeah, I've seen those duck things. We have, there's an inner, Baltimore Inner Harbor is not terribly far from me, and Baltimore, Maryland, and that you see when you're driving around, you see a lot of those duck boats. I've never actually been on one though. Never been to the Space Center either, sadly. Yeah, we'll definitely have to find an alternate route, because I'm not. I don't think the tractor's going to want to deal with all this water, and I don't really feel like building platforms over the nice water. Who knows? Maybe I will. We'll have to see. Geronimo! I thought I was gonna swim. it was only ankle deep. That's pretty fine. Yeah, right? We'll take a duck tour to the rocket launch. So this killed plenty of time. I think our steel sheets should be done by now, or sorry, iron sheets. Ew. Little planet's a bit smoggy. Our little character's getting its cardio today. The funny thing is, this seems like, oh, sulfur. I should have grabbed coal while I was there. I'm a dummy. Oh well. Yeah, I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, if I go back and get the coal, we can make gunpowder for real, like in the game. Where am I? Head for the hub. But oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say before. This seems like a really long distance now, like it's a really big map, but once we get our little rocket pack, suddenly the map just seems like, well, it's still quite large, but you'll see that the distance to the coal thing isn't really that a big deal. And we're just making a mountain out of a molehill, but for us, for now, on foot, it's a pain in the ass. All right, let's go check on our steel whatchamajiggers. Or iron whatchamajiggers. taking those back. I don't really need it going crazy right now, using up power. Where am I going? Huzzah! Big red button time. Boink.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources.
Yay!
They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
Nice. So the trucks are pretty nice. They will run on practically anything. You can feed them leaves and twigs and wood and biomass and our little biomass logs. I think they run on coal too. I'm hoping they do, because if they run on coal, then that's what we can have it basically load up on coal on the far side and get powered by that. I believe that's the case. Wonder if it'll actually tell us. Any fuel type. I'm not sure if coal counts as a fuel type. I guess actually I can build one of these, and I don't have any coal on me though. Well, for now let's load up on our little power pellets. Where's our thing? Things over here. Do we need? We don't need. Well, yeah. Let's take it off for now. Modular frames. Excuse me, come here. I didn't really build this place with a person in mind, did I?
Tractors can use any type of fuel and have a self-driving feature, much like Pioneers, only more reliable. While driving, you can record a path to automate vehicle resource transportation. Unlike early self-driving vehicles, tractors will not spy on you. Your employee data is already fully subject to other means of surveillance.
Oh, congrats. Congrats, Jay. So you actually got that to work. That's cool. The cool thing about these tractors, not only are they transport, they also have a little crafting bench built into them, which is pretty nice. So they're like a little self-sufficient hub almost. Pretty cool. So you could feed it any of these things. We'll feed it some logs for fuel. Boink. Should we take her for a spin? Actually, let's see what we got to build next here. For steel, select that milestone. Concrete, wire, we need 1,000 wire. We need 150 of these guys. I think we should have that. Okay, not quite, but we do have a good head start on them. Concrete. Concrete was, that's copper. Concrete was over and around. What do we need? 500. So we'll just take a stack and be on our way. A 1,000 copper wires. We got that. At least I think we got that. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, those are being produced. We'll have to make these, I guess, for now. Modular frames, huh? You know what? I might as well set up a factory to start making these. They're useful for a lot of things. They'll be used in a lot of stuff. Might as well spend a little quality time making a plant for this. Although that's yeah, okay. So basically, it's going to be rods and then more rods to make screws. And those screws, along with the iron plates, make those heavy plates. And those together make that, so... Alright, yeah, we could do that. Let's set something up. Where do we want to set up, though? I know we got more iron. Iron ore over here, but we don't have a lot of land. Guess we could build out this way. Guess we could do that. Or we could go up. Yeah, for now we'll just build this way. Yeah, what the hell? I don't care. Just do it. Production, miner, spit out that general direction, I guess. I'm gonna split you off into 3, as per usual. That would be logistics. Smart splitter. Come on, line up. Heck, enough. Whatever. Oh, how do we... How do I get to Mark II? There's a shortcut, like I can press 3 to get the conveyor belt. That's the Mark I. I actually want to switch to Mark II, and I forget. There's a way to do it. Quick switch. E? Ah, E, okay. Boink. Start building things with the quicker conveyor belts, if we're able to. Okie dokie dokie smoky. Let's see. Let's... Let's smelt the stuff. Set these all to make an iron. Okay. Iron, iron, iron. So 2 of these need to be rods. 1 needs to be plates, I guess. I mean, it's not the most efficient setup, but I'm kind of looking for compact more than efficient, just to get stuff built. So if we do a constructor, Add a cable. I'm just going to catch up on chat for a sec. Let's see here. Boop. Constructor. Ooh, these things are bigger than I thought. Let's see how I want to do this. I wanted to wedge these back in here in front of them, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I might be able to... Nope. These things are kind of big. Alright, no worries. Just give that one enough room. Really? Come on. Wing. Oops, come on. There we go. Janky are us. go. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Totally not janky at all. Okay, so those things are feeding those things. We just got to set them to what we want. So, actually, this guy. It's actually perfect. We can just stick a screw machine here. Oh, you're not going to let me. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Come on, man. Really? Really, brother? That's just rude. Bit dense, but okay. Okay, let's try not to jump off the cliff and die, huh? Okay, so you, my friend, need to make rods, which is going to feed into you to make screws out of the rods. You are going to make plates. Buddy out in the wilderness here is going to make rods. So rods, screws, plates. Right, so plates, yes. Okay. Come on. There we go. Tame the landscape a little bit. I know we're accidentally getting a little bit professional here, but you'll have to excuse me. Okie dokie. So what we have to do is take these plates and these screws and stick them together with a magical assembler, which we don't have enough rotors for, and we'll make another thing out of them. Okay, we need rotors. Fortunately, we're very close to rotors. Good. Hello. assembler here takes two things and makes one thing out of them. We'll make reinforced plates, so it's going to take the plates and the screws and make the reinforced plates. Okie dokie. We're close. So, now we have reinforced plates and we have more rods. And we join them together in unholy matrimony. Let's see. Let's make more platforms. Add a concrete. Is that enough? I'd like actually one more set. Let's get more concrete. Yeah, the Sleepy Sunday stream is very relaxed as far as planning is concerned. No planning, no optimization, no engineering. I'm going to get very long comments again from people telling me I'm doing things wrong, but that's okay. I think I'm lost. Where am I going? Did I just come back to where I... Where am I going? Where is the... There. No. Back to where I started. There I am. Hey, what's up, blubberbutt? How's it going, dude? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I'm not getting like really malicious ones or anybody or anything. They're just making suggestions on, you know, some things I missed or whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not like it offends me or anything. It's just the fact that I don't really care all that much. Like, this is just for fun. It's just to kill time and goof around and hang out together, you know? So I'm not really worried about it being like super efficient. Just kind of on autopilot, enjoying myself here. Okie dokie, let's do a thing here. We're gonna do a thing. Let's do a thing. Production. So you know what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna plug in and turn on all this stuff and it's gonna be too much power. And then we're gonna have to expand our power grid some more and get more coal burning. Probably, because that's the way things happen. Iron plates. So you're seeing the wisdom, right, of why I put storage units in between some of the production things, because it's, you can't take off of, well, I mean, you kind of can. You can steal off a conveyor belt, but I don't think you could put stuff back on, and you obviously not much is going to be stored on the conveyor belt, so it really helps to put the storage units in between, and so you can turn things off and grab some intermediate products sometimes. At any rate, let's stick our assembler here. Oh, where am I going? Let's get a better point of view. Ooh, it's a little sketchy. I should build some more things there just so we're not falling off. There we go. Okay, let's do our thing here. Go from nya to the outer one. That one's going to S around to there. This bad boy is going to make our iron plates, and this bad boy is going to make our modular frames. See? Simple. Now we got to hook up 27,000 power lines, and we're done. And then our power will go out. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you gassy? Are you floating again? Are you? Do you want a Tums? All right, whatever. Yeah, it's kind of far away. I was hoping I can stand up here, hook things up, but it's kind of far away. Interesting though, eh? So he's full, he's full, he's full. Yeah, let's break an ankle. All right, so we need power coming out here. Man, who designed this power grid? Somebody who wasn't thinking about anything, apparently. Excuse me, come through. Whoa. Let's not smash into the pole, shall we? Doing okay on power so far. Get one. Thought I forgot one. Hello? No. What are you doing? That's why they're filled up. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. I'm making our plates. He's making the screws. He's making the rods. And we just need our two assemblers to assemble stuffs, and we should be good. And we're doing on power. Let's see. Looks like we're about at half loading, which is not bad at all. Ooh, okay. Well, it's up and down. That's what we're currently producing with the coal. Capacity is, this is if we turn on everything, like our equipment that burns leaves and twigs and stuff, which we're not going to count. So this is what's currently being produced. This is what's currently being consumed. Our max is at 261, so that might be a problem. At some point, we're going to have to juice up our power plant. Especially if I turn another one of these things on. I think I have this thing off. No, actually, it's making smart plates. Okay. Oh, lots of chat going on. That's pretty cool. Streaming from one computer to another. I know Jay's all about doing that stuff. He has like 5 computers linked together doing crazy things. When he goes to stream, it's like launching the space shuttle. I have one overworked machine right now doing all this stuff, which is why some things go a little haywire. Speaking of which, so far, let's look at OBS. No dropped frames so far. It still says excellent. If you guys remember at the end of my stream last time, I was having issues, or apparently my packets were still getting out, but I couldn't see them, and I thought had lost connection. But my modem apparently was dying. I kind of narrowed it down to the power plug where it plugs into the back of the modem. You know, it's just one of those barrel connectors. And, you know, it's pulling actually quite a lot of juice. I think it's like 4 amps or something, or 4 or 5 amps. It's quite a bit for one of those crappy connectors. And it was getting hot, and I think so the voltage was dropping. I think it was actually browning out, especially when I worked it hard during a stream. So, you know, I did the old, you know, bend the little bits of metal to make a tighter connection thing, and so far it seems to be working. Yeah, the modem sucks up a lot of juice. It's 12 volts, and I think it's at least 4 amps. It's a pretty solid brick, power brick that feeds it. Well, it's, you know how it is these days. It's a modem, it's a router, it's a wireless thing, all built into one. Oh, let's see, kids. So this thing's producing. I guess we should actually give it a place to spit these out. We are making frames, though. We've had a whole 6 frames. So we can make a storage unit for it, I suppose. The other thing I learned playing this game, and from other people's suggestions and stuff, reading, pretty much you never really want to use these 1 meter foundations because they're like, well, I guess you could, but a lot of times when you build off them, since they're like you're basically attaching these things to a world grid in a way. So the 1 is an odd number, and a lot of times when you're building off of them, you won't be able to attach like a 2 or a 4 in the place that you actually want it. So I usually just stick to the 2s and the 4s. Just do a cheapo conveyor belt because our rate of production isn't going to be super great here. Look at that. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. See, we don't have the recipe for the versatile frame thing yet. Speaking of which, let's see where we're at. I'm gonna get lost now. Need to build up some rotors. I need to turn that off. How are we with smart whatsits? Oh, we're doing all right. I mean, we need another 900. We got 150 or so, but that's not bad. At least we're producing. All right, we'll let the rotors build up a little, so we'll have them. So we need rotors, and we need these little modular dudes. So all we really have to do is just sit back and let them be produced for a little while. And we'll have our steel production unlocked soon. Most of the power is probably for the Wi-Fi. Yeah, probably. I mean, that does require a decent amount of power to pump out into the atmosphere. There's all that switching that goes on that does consume quite a bit of juice too. So far, it looks like, knock on wood, it looks like it's doing steady. I actually have it, see if I can show you. So I have my camera facing it. Webcam. Hello. So this is actually my network area here. I normally have the cabinet closed. I have it opened. So this is the cable modem. So normally this is closed and this is all getting like warm. So for streaming, I'm keeping it open, keep it aerated. This is my, probably can't even see it. This is my little server. It's a little Raspberry Pi. So this is just to handle like storage. So it's basically converts these into these external drives into network attached storage. So I will leave that open. Keep it aerated. All right, back to this. Yeah, you got to see the rare Brian on camera. Yeah, speaking of which, that's that big printer that you saw before. So that guy. And you're looking through that camera right there. Got an ancient Ultimaker and another Prusa printer, and behind my head another Prusa printer, and then I got more resin printers up there. We're a little print shop. Choop. Yeah, that little white thing is a camera. I 3D printed a stand for it. It's an IP camera, so it's a wireless IP cam. I can basically it's so that I can check on the printer from when I work, so I can print, or when I'm out of the house. If I'm printing something that's going to take a long time, I can check on it remotely with a little app, of course. And I can control the printer remotely too. So if I see something going haywire, I can cancel the print remotely from anywhere I have internet access. If the printer's actually set up and ready and the right materials are loaded in, I can actually upload a file to it and start a print from anywhere I am in the world too, which is kind of cool. Oh man, lots of production going on. So I'm kind of thinking maybe, perhaps, sort of, we could grab a ton of iron, chuck it in our tractor, head out to the wilderness and build more coal power, and build another coal power plant, perhaps? Yeah, I'm not sure about that actually, because I think that a lot of that stuff requires like more of those little rotor things, and maybe we could try it. We can load up on copper. We're gonna need the power eventually. And we're killing time while stuff is being produced anyway, so maybe we'll take a nice drive out to the no man's land. So let's grab some copper. Actually, the cool thing here is we have storage on our tractor, of course. Yeah, what the hell? So we can load up some resources and take them with us. Let's see, we got copper and iron somewhat. Got copper sheeting. Actually, we can keep this in inventory, I suppose, for now. Plenty of power. Let's grab some more iron. So, like I mentioned before, we're totally not, this is not an efficient design at all. And we can even it out a little bit using the super duper power things. Let's see, that's one. That one. Oh, I'm only using those two. Gotcha. That should be good. Let's grab some rods. Grab some screws. What else we got? Heavy metal. What's this? We can manufacture. As long as we have the raw materials, we can kind of manufacture the stuff we need more or less on the fly, so I'm not too worried about it. Should be okay. Got plenty of power pellets. Yeah. Let's roll. That's very American. Not sure what that reference is in relation to. All right. Let's go for a drive. Got a nice, clean, efficient coal fuel being burnt. Change the camera angle a bit so you can see where we're going. Doesn't have it. No air-conditioned cabining. Driving around for no reason is definitely an American pastime, yeah. That was like the #1 thing I remember doing in high school to kill time. My friends and I would load it into one of our cars and we would just drive around aimlessly. That was back when people could afford gasoline, I suppose. Okay. So, we need to get over there. I guess we can drive around for now. This should be interesting. Can I drive around the coast? This will be fun. What happens when I beach this thing and I can't get my stuff out of it? All right. There's our power going that way. Oh, do we have a horn? Do I have a horn? I need a horn. All right. Let's see. So that's still going that way. So we could just kind of go under this bridgey thing. Hey, power slug. Hey, maybe I can stand on the top of this tractor to get the power slug. Over more water. Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Here we go. Oh no. It ejected me. Okay. Yep. There's our answer. Time to bail. Okay, mental note. Tractor is not happy in the water. Kind of what we thought. Luckily, though, all right, while I'm here, I might as well build a little bridge or something across. Hey, excuse me? You're kind of in my construction zone there, pal. You're standing in the way of progress. Oops. It's totally not where I wanted that one. It's actually not where I want this one either. Oh, that's not what I want. Alright. Excuse me. I'm just gonna give you a little, just a little tap. Come on. Can you move, please? Please? Do you want to be alien protein? You're gonna be alien protein, pal. Alright. Have it your way. Sorry, buddy. So sad. It's just a little microcosm of the real world, isn't it? Alright. Made our bridgey thing. Should have smooth sailing. Might need a tiny ramp on this side. There we go. Just catching up on chat. Yeah, right. That'd be interesting. I'd come across somebody else's base. I've only ever come across wrecks. Yes. Yeah, fortunately we can just zap it out and into existence. So let's test out our little, it's more like a dam than a bridge, but luckily 3D doesn't care about solid objects and our river flows right through no matter what. So it's one good thing about the fake world, I suppose. Let's roll. All right. Now, went through all that trouble. We're going to build over the whole river? I mean, we might as well, right? Let's do it. We've come this far. How do I get out of it? How do I exit? How do I get off? E, gotcha. Ooh, got a headlight on. Hope that doesn't use up all our power. Yikes. That was violent. All right, buddy. This nice clean river looks like a good place for a highway. Oh, we got to get our raw materials from the back of the truck. Good thing we brought lots of concrete with us. How many? I might have to make some sheets. 108 of 2. Not bad. Alrighty, let's see here. How do we want to do this? Let's see. Beep. Beep, 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 beep. That's probably not a good thing. Okay, mental note. That rock's going to be a little bit in the way, but we can come. We're going to have to move our light pole a little bit. Which is going to shut down our whole factory. Luckily, we can restart it from anywhere. Chunk. All right, so over the river through the woods. Let's build. Sorry, animals, no clean water for you. The 0Calvin highway is being built. Beautiful. This is a handy little, tractors are handy, man. They got storage, they got a little crafting bench on them. They're lovely little things. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't rust. It is just made of iron. Alright, that's probably good. Yeah, 120 plates sounds good to me. Shall we take her for a spin? Woohoo! Alright. Okay, just got to get off to that beach there. So technically we could just... So, I mean, we you know, could have legitimately just brought it over here and not, you know, killed the whole river, and we could have just taken land, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, that'll get us back on land. Sounds good to me. Wasting resources is what this game is all about. Oh, that's right. That's taking a shortcut. We have to come along here. I think, right? So I think we have to go. Instead of going up there, I think we have to go around. Forget. Do we have to go across that? Ah. Did we go? How do we get up there? I think we have to go over that bridge to get up there. We may have wasted a lot of resources for nothing. Yeah, I think we need to get up there. I think we have to start on top of that. How do we get up there? Am I wrong? Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a whole week. Yeah, I think we may have to take a different route. Because I believe... I know we got to go up there. I mean, you can even see the light pole. And the way up there looks like through this bridge. So it looks like we actually have to start on this bridge somewhere. So I think we may have wasted a hell of a lot of our time and resources going the wrong way. Could be wrong. I mean, technically we could build ramps up to where we need to go, I suppose. That's an option. Which I might actually just do that. Yeah, I think we really kind of should have come over this way. Interesting. All right, well, I'm going to build ramps. I think. Yeah, I mean, we have to get up there. Why don't we just build something that goes up to there, right? I think that's the way to roll. Let me drive the tractor back. I can get rid of a lot of this and use it for material to build up to our bridge. I think that's the way we're going to roll here. Yeah, the tractor can go up pretty steep. I mean, we can build it. I could start it out at a pretty... I can make it long enough, I think, where it doesn't have to be super steep. But it can go up a fairly steep incline. Shame. Take apart our beautiful highway here. I like this splashy part. All right. Let's start disintegrating some of this. Changing footsteps sounds according to surface. Yeah, that's true. That is, I never even played with that. Like footstep sounds at all, to be honest. I imagine it's something that's used so often. It should be a pretty standard feature. All right, let's see here. How do we want to do this? Let's see, buddy. Let's start building off of it up here somewhere. Get a good solid thing going on. Should be pretty good. Now we'll build down from there. Luckily, we don't have to waste stupid material on like oh, I should have made you 4s, huh? That's okay, I could put more 2s up there when I'll do something with it later. No worries. Yeah, we don't have to, you know, put the stuff underneath these. Hope our truck can make it up this. I mean, if not, we'll just make it out of the 2 meter. Pretty steep. We may have to make it out of the 2 meter. Guess we'll see. Let's find out, shall we? This will be fun. Let's roll. You ready? No problem. Now, where the hell are we going? Look out, bird. Oh. Whoa, almost ran over the bird. I'm not going the right way, am I? I should be going up here. Yeah, I guess I gotta go up here. All right. Bang a Yui. All right, so we came from there. Just building a mental map here. We came from there. I'm gonna have to go just past this and make a hard left, I guess. And go up here. Gotcha. Okay. Got, buddy. These tractors are troopers, huh? Oh, sorry, I was looking away. I was reading chat. Our nemesis, water, has returned. Well, that's fine. I'm not sure if we need to worry about this or not. Because I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I mean, I guess I could I might as well build something across so I don't have to swim all the time. Might as well. Might as well. Yeah, you just stand right there, pal. That's fine. Yeah, we'll keep it. Hey, you like it? Like the platform? That's cool. Now that you got a platform, you can cross the river, cross the lake. myself. Yeah, it's driving the tractor's pretty fun. The dune buggy's pretty fun too, but it goes fast, and the tractor actually doesn't flip. Like, you cannot flip it. The dune buggy, you sneeze and it flips over, and you actually have to dissolve it and then remake it to get it back on its feet. Ready for the ramp? Yeehaw. All right. We be here. Let's park this guy out of the way, I guess. Good old cyberpunk. Okay, here's our clean, efficient coal power plant. We could build another one, I suppose. Got another coal node here. So we could just build off of that. Just want to get the So there's coal there. There's that one. And then there's the one. And another one over here. Okay, cool. So this one I think I'm going to leave alone, and we're going to use it to make steel with this one. So ultimately we'll probably have conveyor belts going from here down a ways, down towards wherever there's iron. So I'm going to leave that one alone. Go back and build another coal plant. Hello. Off of this guy, I suppose. and see. Yeah, it works. Yeah, simple enough. You have the coal coming, split into 3 again. You got water over there. Sounds good. I'm going to try to run it off this way. I think I hate to get rid of the big nice trees. I'll build it this way. I'll make some concessions to nature if I must. Oh, we need a portable miner. I thought I had one, no? On me? Yes, I must have used it. Yeah. When I did the other iron thing. Okay, no worries. No worries. Let's just jump to our deaths. Somewhere out of the way, we need to make a little equipment thing. We need an equipment shop real quick. And we'll make some miners. It's fine. And then we'll dissolve it. Going off of this a ways. Want to see something funny? Hello. You're gonna have to move along, pal. Yeah, okay, that's actually a little bit too close to the tree. Oh, you bastard. No cable. It's in the truck, isn't it? Yeah, whatever, close enough. Let's see, ultimately I'm going there with them. Who built this road right in the middle of where I need water extractors? Out of reinforced iron, what's its... Where's my tractor? There it is. Right. Water extractor, water extractors. Oh man, I need 3 more of them stupid things. That's what happens when I don't pay attention. Might as well use up the rest of this. Copper sheet. Bear with me. We're gonna need a lot more of that for the piping too, so. Hey, don't pee on my tires, alright? I know how you are. Are you a herbivore? Yuck, violent. All right, let's see. I guess we'll run the conveyor belts first. Oh, I confused myself. I forgot what those things were. Those were the old fuel burner things. So, you know what? I'm just going to use these since we're kind kind of scarce on materials here. Worked for the other ones, it'll work for this one. Oh no. Well, that's poop. I mean, actually, you gotta be made of a lot of... Yeah, you're made of something. Three more iron plates. Fine. There's two. Guess the truck would have been slightly faster. It's okay. Really that far, huh? Can't believe we run it, right? We need like one iron or something. It's so stupid. I mean, probably gonna need more for other things though, so let me just gather some up from somewhere. Should have brought the truck. These are the portable miners. They're pretty nice. They don't take any power, and they just go. The only downside to them is once they fill up, they stop. But we don't have to sit there and dig it ourselves. They're faster. Yeah, I should have taken the tractor. I hear you, Jay. Oh well. That's alright. We got some inventory slots. Interesting. Interesting. I guess I could take the stairway up. So, spatially here, we'll be coming from here. Our iron is here, so eventually, and that crosses back over. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. We're going to have to make our steel plant out this way probably eventually, which means we'll have to run coal from where we were at over to this way. That'll be a conveyor belt, an interesting conveyor belt setup. That's okay. So our iron is right down there. So that's actually not so bad. That's not too bad. So we kind of just follow our ramp down, and it's off the cliff. So with conveyor belts and stuff, that won't be terrible. It'll be doable. I'll take you the truck next time. Man, I don't have the materials for it. Bummer. I was gonna build one. This is it's gonna be fun. So that'll be next weekend's adventure, I think, because we'll build this power plant. We'll get back to home base, and that'll probably be back our day today. We'll feed the thing our couple last little things we need to reach our milestone, which will unlock steel production, and then next weekend we can work on setting up steel out here, and maybe set up an automated tractor path to bring it back home. All right, pretty close to getting this up and going. So, what are you guys working on today? Are you just taking it easy? How's your cold, Jay, if you're still around? You feeling any better? Oh no, you passed it on to Julia. That's a shame. Tell her not to give it back to you. That's good. That's good. I hate that when you have you're sick like that and you have the foggy brain and you just really can't focus on anything. I mean, I'm like that half the time without a cold, so with one it's twice as hard. Right? Especially when there's like, you're doing all that import-export stuff, and there's so many different ways, and you're doing it out of CC, and you're doing it out of iClone, and they're each slightly different, and then there's like 5 different ways of bringing them over to Blender or Unreal, and you got to remember which way is the best way to do whatever the particular thing you're working on. Yeah, it gets to be a lot of combinations. And then just when you think you got it, they've released an update and everything changes. All right, I'm gonna make some iron plates and then we can continue. So really the only things left, we got one more stinking conveyor belt, which we needed the iron for. We got to run the pipes to the cooling things, and then we just got to wire everything up. And we should have plenty of copper and stuff for that, so I think we're okay. CC5 gonna hit us. Yeah, I have no idea when that's, you know, supposed to be, rumor has it, this month, but that could be the 30th or something, so who knows. I kind of have been forgetting to even look out for it, to be honest. As for my plans for today, not much. I haven't really planned out the day at all yet. My big accomplishment is to stream, you know. That was about it. Other than that, I'm not sure. I think I may start actually storyboarding the next animation I'm doing. I think that'll be something good to do today. All right, there's the stinking conveyor belt. All right, let's run some stinking pipes. All right, so this one's got to go to the inside one. Let's see. How do we want to arrange this? It's going to be a nightmare. Okay, so this guy can go to there. Logistics. Pipe. Boink. Duh, why did I just do that? Did I not just place you? No. That would be crazy talk. I have no material. More copper sheets, huh? Fine, fine, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's the game. The game is I've locked myself under pipes. Luckily we can craft stuff here. We got no copper. Oh no. I'm out of copper sheets, huh? And I don't have any copper ingots to make them. Ah, poop. Really? And I can't turn wire or something into copper sheets. That's a poopy thing. Wow. Copper, huh? Damn, man. Foiled again by copper. Rat bastard. Thought we had enough. Damn. Well, for laughs, I guess we can see if there's any nearby. Let's get the Scan-O-Matic going. I'm sure it's off a cliff somewhere. Oh no, nowhere. Yeah, back the way we came. Not terribly far. Alright, we're gonna take the truck this time. The search for copper begins. Hello, I don't want the crafting bench. I want to drive. Thank you. Wahoo! It's one way to clear out the shrubbery. Alright, you know when I make this automated guy, you're gonna get splatted. Just saying. Alright. So that a ways, huh? We'll head for the lake. I did not mean to get out of that, honestly. Jump! Yeah, not too bad. He says. That's not copper. Oh, is it down below? Interesting to know. We have limestone here, in case we need it. Where's our copper? Oh, there's our copper. Alright, alright. Geronimo! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Hello? That is not what I wanted, dude. Thought I had a miner in my hand. Alright, little guys, do your thing. To answer your question, Jay, yes. We have we have these things called truck stations. So I can't really build it, but they look like this, okay? So you notice there's a lot of ports on it, so there's 2 in ports and 2 out ports. And then there's that other lone input there is for the whatever fuel you want to feed your tractors. So you can conveyor belt that in, so the tractors will automatically take on fuel too. So it has a little crane on it, and when you set it up, all you do is you can record your drive. So you can drive from one of these stations to another one and then make a loop back. So you make one big loop and you record that, and you can set these up to either load or unload. So one station can load and the other one can unload, and the tractor will just keep making a loop, and it'll automatically go under the crane and load up the materials that are being conveyor belted into this thing and then bring them over. So yeah, it becomes fully automated. That is 90% of how I got stuff around in my old game. Later on, you get drones. They don't carry as much, and they're a little better for, you know, crazy terrain. But yeah, if you can drive your tractor there, it's the easy, efficient way to go. Yeah, we're gonna be using the tractors a lot, I think, in this game, because everything is so spread out. So as long as we can build a highway for them to, or, you know, a roadway for them to travel on, that's gonna be the way to roll, I think. So next weekend we'll set up steel production, kind of by where the iron deposits are around here. And if we have time, then we'll set up the automated tractor stations going from here back to home. So we'll see how that works. That'll either be next weekend or the one following it. All right, that should be plenty of copper. It's almost filled. All right, let's see. So that's not too bad. So we got iron over there, we got copper over here. So I got to remember we can come back down the stairs. And on this side we have some copper. Over here is iron. It's a handy little shortcut we made. I'm glad we decided to do that instead of going around the long way. It's going to prove handy for us collecting, when we start going up and down, running conveyor belts and stuff. All right, let's craft some copper bars. Oh man, so what else to do today? I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. I think it's pretty nice out. It's not too hot. I might go for a little walk in the park today. I have a pretty nice state park that's pretty close to me. Lots of nature trails and things like that. That's also where my radio controlled flying field is located. So I might head over there, get some sun, see the outside world a little bit today. I actually worked this week, believe it or not, a whole 4 hours. I worked a half day. Not doing 3D printing, but actually worked for my old job. I'm still technically on the books hourly there, hourly part-time. They called me in. They're thinking about setting up the fiber room again. But in the meantime, they had purchased fiber cables from an outside company, but they still had to basically inspect them. So they brought me in to show them how to set up that equipment and do the inspections. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do any flying or not. I actually never got around to renewing my membership at the flying field. And the summer's already half over. I really need to do that. It's funny, I'm retired and I still don't feel like I have enough time in the day now to do the things I want to do. But then again, I think half of that's because I'm not in lazy mode now, and I roll out of bed at 10, 11 o'clock, so the day's half over already. Yeah, and I still never got around to... I did say that last weekend, and I still never got around to joining up. And I got all the other regulation stuff out of the way. Like I said, there's some governmental stuff you got to sign up for now. I actually went through the trouble of doing that months ago. So really the only thing is for me to do is write a check out to the flying field and send them all my paperwork. Maybe I'll put that on the list of stuff to do today. I think it's been a little longer than a week and a half already, but yeah, it hasn't been long. But I do sort of see, like, when you listen to Rod, he says he ended up being busier after he retired than when he used to work. But he also has a wife and a house, and I think that kind of stuff keeps him busy. I don't really have anybody telling me what to do, which is nice. So if I just want to laze around for a day, I can do that. The downside is, if I want to laze around for many days, I can do that, and nobody's there to prod me to get off my lazy butt and do something. Yeah, I hear you. It's I'm reaching a balance with it, you know. I've worked so hard over the years. You know, at one point I think I had like 4 jobs. I had like my full-time job, and I had like 3 part-time jobs I was doing at the same time. I've always been kind of a workaholic, so I'm sort of enjoying not having to do much and finding a balance between what I want to, you know, even the things I'm doing are things I don't really have to do, other than, you know, life stuff, as far as like, you know, going to DMV or fixing a truck or, you know, things like that. It's fun. It's cool. I'm enjoying it. I just hope the sale of the land goes through, because if I have to go back to work, it's gonna suck. The plus side of that is I'm pretty much I think I can easily go back to my former job if I need to. I mean, I'm still technically employed there, and there's only like 3 employees working there right now. And if they start the fiber room up, they would snatch me up in a heartbeat. So I'm not super worried about if I have to go back to work. I just don't want to. So I really hope that land sale finalizes. It's supposed to be at the end of the year, but we'll see. All right. Copper, copper, copper. Where the hell are we going? Follow the dirt brick road, I guess. But I have... Yeah, true. Yeah, we could make a game. The world's most aggravating game. Make a 3D game that simulates using 3D apps that never quite work. Okie dokie, here we are. Hello, Square One. We are back to you. Okay, let's see. So, we got a water thing there, water thing there, water thing way in the back. I sort of want to hook up to the one in the back. we can run it around like that, sure. Ooh. Achievement unlocked. 5 kilometers of pipe has been built. Really made that much? That doesn't seem right. Character-driven, story-driven something. That sounds really cool, Jay. I'll have to figure out what that is. That would be really fun. Okay, well, everybody, I guess we got a power station. We just got to wire it up. Would you like to do the honors of wiring things up? No? Okay, that's fine. I'll do it. Okay, water pumps, be a pumping. Okay, those guys are wired into our very, very shoddy grid. So we just got to let the coal flow and life should be good. So here we go. Ta-da! Let's climb up and enjoy the fruits of our labor. turning green. Green, green. Last one. Green. All right. There we go. 3 more coal burners, burning coal. There we go. 450 megawatts of clean coal power. Nice. That'll keep our grid going for a while. Yeah, I hear you, Jay. I mean, we've got such incredible tools and the knowledge to do it. It would be nice to do something. Why did we do all this again? That is the $1,000,000 question. Basically, we were just building out more power. The main and only reason right now really is just to allow for future expansion. The next thing we're going to do once we drive our tractor back, we have the milestone up here, up on the right hand corner for basic steel production. So once we reach that, we need to make a steel processing plant, which is going to be near here because we need coal and iron together. That's going to require power. So we really had to build out our power supply a little bit, up our power production, just to allow for, you know, steel production and whatever else we needed. We technically didn't have to do it, but we were getting close to the edge, so I figured it would be. It's always smart to stay ahead of your power needs. Yep. So let's roll. We're done here. So the good thing is we have these. If we ever need to, when we need more power, these things accept these little power shards as well. So as we need more power, if we're feeling a little bit lazy, we can just jam those into here, and then we can like double our production or more just by sticking in our little fuel shards, our power shards. The downside of that is they consume more, but we've set this up, quote unquote, so inefficiently that it doesn't actually matter because we have more, we're not consuming the resources fast enough right now. When we stick in a power shard, it consumes resources faster, but that's fine because we've kind of allowed for that. So yeah, it'll be, we can kind of juice things up later if we need, and just be lazy. We won't have to build out more power, a whole nother power station. We can double our production just with some tricks, which is pretty nice. But for now, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave those power shards free in case we need them for other things. Anyway, let's drive home. So we're going to drive home. We're going to complete our little milestone because our stuff, our last couple of items should be complete. And then we'll call it a day. Look out, buddy. Let's see if I can find my way home. This is totally not terrifying or anything. Geronimo! Very, very proud of our highway. Where am I going again? I guess I gotta go off to the left. Yeah, I gotta go off this way. Gotcha. Okay. Bam! Oh man. I was hoping I could knock that over. What happens if I smash into you? Oh, he tripped him. Oh, but he floats. Whoa, whoa! Where you going, buddy? He's running away, huh? Drunk driver coming through. Uh-oh, going through the smog again. There's a light pole like right in the way. There we go. That's perfect. Perfect spot to park. Yellow. Oh, he ate one. Did you see that? That was cool. Oh yeah, that's right. We shut down the whole plant. My bad. Okay, let's see. We need the rotary things and should have some of our little module jiggers. Oh, plenty. Excellent. Good job. These guys, got plenty of these. We need all right. We can go back to producing. Okay, we're going to unlock steel production. Yay!
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
Thank you. So we unlocked steel production, which we'll deal with next week. We also unlocked this versatile framework, which is something we have to give to the space elevator. So right now we're making these smart whatsits, right? We're making these smart panels. Now we can actually make these. So if we look at our parts, versatile framework. So we're making these already, which is great. It's good that we automated that. We're going to need steel beams. So steel beams are made from steel ingots, right? So that'll be the next thing we'll have to do. We'll have to basically automate we'll have to set up steel production, have the trucks ship it down this way, and then we'll have to basically combine, like manufacture steel beams, combine them with these modular frames, and we'll be able to start manufacturing the versatile framework thingamajiggers. So that's what's gonna happen next week. Steel production next week. Back over the other place. But yeah, it's nice that we have this, like you're saying, yeah, I just follow the power lines mostly, which is pretty nice. Gives me a kind of a trail to follow. When we actually set up our automated tractor thing, there'll be these glowing arrows that show the path that the automated tractor takes, and that'll be another guide for us. But that's next week, and I think we're done here for today. So I'm going to save our game. Day 6, live stream. Confirm. Exit to the desktop. And that is that. Yeah, that's where our coal plant is. It's located in Coal, bitches. So that's it. Unless you guys want me to mess around with some 3D app or something, I think I'm done for today. Yeah, I usually give my resource nodes some colorful labels. Well, I guess that's it. Let me run the old... Yeah, it was great to hang out with you, for sure. I guess that's it for today then. Here's your tea and biscuits. So there's your tea and biscuits you got. Enjoy. Just thought you'd want to see what the printer was doing, how far it got.